There's actually two cases in which you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. And in this video, I'm gonna go over both of them so that you can choose if building muscle and losing fat using one of those two methods is something that you wanna do. So let me cut straight to the chase, no bullshit. The first case is when you're using your newbie gains. And newbie gains pretty much is the progress that you're able to make whenever you're just starting out the gym, whenever you're a beginner. The first couple of months, you're gonna get so much more progress than you will after this period. That's when you're gonna build the most amount of muscle and gain the most amount of strength with doing pretty much the least amount of work. Thanks to this newbie gain period, you can actually be in a calorie deficit, which means you're gonna be losing fat. And if you do eat enough protein and you train hard at the gym, you can actually build muscle at the same time. And as to how much protein you should be eating, the minimum is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And you have to make sure that you're training hard at the gym, okay? You have to have your working sets taken close to or to failure, because without this, you don't give your muscle enough stimulus to actually be able to build muscle while being in a calorie deficit. And look, don't fall for the stupid propaganda that you have to do 25 reps to tone up because that's what you're supposed to do when cutting. No, you train the same way you'd train if you were just to bulk, just to maintain. You do like 8, 12 reps, hard, close to failure. Now, the second instance is something that you call a main gaining phase or a recomposition phase. And that's a period of time where you eat the amount of calories that you need for your weight to stay the same. So it's not going up, it's not going down. Your weight is just in one place. You weigh 70 kg, you eat enough calories to stay 70 kg. And again, you do the same thing. You go to the gym, you train hard, you eat a lot of protein, and this will actually cause you to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Pretty much recompositioning the way that you look. You're gonna be replacing your fat with the muscle. You're not gonna be actually using the fat cells to build muscle cells because that is not possible, but you're gonna be doing both at the same time, so it's gonna look like you're replacing them. And look, the advantage of a main gaining phase is that you don't have to worry about bulking, you don't have to worry about cutting, you're not gonna be hungry for half of the year, and then you're not gonna be stuffing yourself with food for half of the year. But the disadvantage is that it is a little bit slower than if you were to do, well, cutting and bulking every few months. You're gonna be staying the same weight and you're gonna be doing both, but it's just gonna take a little bit more time. So if you were to get to one physique doing cutting and bulking in a year, you can probably do the same in a year and a half doing main gaining. So it's gonna be easier, but it's gonna be longer. And look, you have to just choose what is for you. I'm gonna tell you what I am doing and what I think is, for me at least, the best option out there. So obviously I have used the first method, as you can see on the pictures. I have done that for 6 months and I have been cutting and building muscle at the same time because I was a beginner and because I had still newbie gains that I could use. Okay, so I had a lot of protein, I trained really hard, and I was in a calorie deficit and I was building muscle and losing fat at the same time. It was a beautiful period. I was doing PR after PR after PR after PR. Now it doesn't happen anymore because I'm not a beginner anymore. It was a really great time. So if you're just starting out, enjoy that the first 6 months to a year, you're gonna be making really quick progress. And now obviously newbie gains do run out, and when they do, you have to choose whether you're gonna be cutting and bulking or you're gonna be main gaining. And listen, I have my opinion on this, you can have your own, but my one is that I really prefer cutting and bulking, and there is a reason. And the reason is not that it is a little bit faster, which is also a nice advantage, but that's not what it is about for me. So I prefer cutting and bulking because I feel like I have a purpose, okay? Let's say if I am starting a cut, I know that I have to switch my meals around, okay? I have to eat a different way because I have to have lower calories. I have to do a little bit more cardio. I have to move a little bit more. It feels like I have a new goal. I have like, okay, I have to lose this amount of fat. I have to keep protein this high to make sure I have the muscle. I'm gonna have lower energy. It just feels like a chapter, like a new level in a video game, if you know what I'm saying. And then whenever, you know, this period of cutting is over and I'm like, okay, I can finally go into the bulking phase, I feel like I'm switching everything up, okay? I can eat more. I don't have to do as much cardio. I can have, well, more enjoyable foods because I have more calories, okay? I am stronger in the gym, I have more energy, and it just, again, feels like a new chapter and something refreshing. And then when I get tired during the bulking phase, I am looking forward to the cutting phase. So I have something to look forward to. And it is faster. So you make progress week by week. Whenever you're bulking, you're making strength and muscle week by week. And whenever you're cutting, you look in the mirror week by week, you're getting leaner and leaner and leaner. That's why I am a fan of bulking and cutting. You can be main gaining, but it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be a little bit longer. But for me, it's just not as fun because it just gets boring. You do the same shit over and over again. For me, that's just boring. So what I would recommend if you're just starting out, go ahead, use your newbie gains, okay? Because you probably are not as lean as you wanna be. So build muscle and lose fat at the same time, okay? And whenever this period is over and you're gonna see, because you're gonna stop making quick progress, it's around 6 months to a year, then you can choose again, bulking or cutting or main gaining. And I am really team bulking or cutting. And I have been always bulking and cutting. And as you can see, we're looking pretty nice. We're looking pretty nice. Everything is working fine. So yeah, you just have to, you can try this for half a year, try this for half a year and just see what works for you and what doesn't. And by the way, if you're at this point in watching the video, that really means that you wanna get in the best shape of your life. So the second link down below, it is 100% free. It is 30 ways in 30 days and it's gonna help you get jacked. And yeah, man, this entire video came to life because someone commented that they would wanna hear me talk about body recomposition. So this is for you. And if you want me to talk about something else, if you have any questions or anything you've been wondering about or anything you wanna learn, let me know down in the comments or DM me on Instagram and I will make sure to cover your topic. And with that said, YouTube thinks that you're gonna love this video, so go ahead, give it a watch. And no matter if you're tired, go ahead and do what is required. And I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Peace.